Hello, my Taurus friend. I'm so glad you could join me. This is going to be your new moon reading for November 26th. We're looking at the new moon, which is the beginning of the cycle, where we're setting intentions, planting seeds, and, kind of like a clean slate here. So we've worked on whatever we needed to work on after the full moon and releasing that so that we can start fresh here. So if you're new here, my name is Melissa, and I do zodiac readings for the new moon energy and the full moon energy. New moon we look at the beginning of the cycle, and then in a couple of weeks we will do our full moon and look at what kind of has surfaced from the seeds that we planted, the intentions that we are growing in the beginning of the cycle. So let's get started. All right, Taurus, what is Taurus's new moon energy, please? Energy for Taurus's new moon. Temperance, which is the very first card Aries had. Amazing. All right, what else? Oh, wow. Okay, that's way too many cards. Let's do that again. New moon energy for Taurus, please. And the Hermit. Okay, starting off with two majors again. All right, so that balance we were talking about in the Aries video, I don't know how this is going to go, but being that you started off with the same card, you might want to check out the Aries video when you're done watching this one. We have balance, really working on that, the energy of balancing out. And really, I think it has to do with your internal balance, okay? This is, the Hermit card is about kind of journeying for yourself, focusing on your own internal or spiritual growth. And, with the two majors, this is definitely not your day-to-day drama. This is your soul growth. This is something that's a little bit bigger in terms of your life. So this is not about your day-to-day life. This is a bigger shift. This is within you, above you. This is not your typical drama. This is your growth. And what I feel like this cycle is looking like for you is about getting that balance within yourself. So whatever, this is really, really internal work. This is about you're feeling unbalanced and you're wanting to focus on yourself. And maybe, you've been given a little too much to others, and now it's time to really focus on yourself. Is my table bumping that? I think it is. It's really, really going to be about focusing on yourself and getting the balance to where you're in, the way I'm saying it sounds like such an oxymoron, right? Like balance, but focus on yourself. And I feel like that you need to bring that focus. It's been unbalanced in the direction away from you, and focusing on yourself kind of brings that side of the scale back to equal level. You've been putting so much on the side of the scale for everyone but you, and now it's like you're like up here going like, hey, wait, like we need to be here. So putting a little bit more of that effort and that energy into your plate on your side of the scale can kind of bring it back in. So don't take me wrong and saying like you need to be selfish and focus on yourself. It's a long time coming is what I'm getting to here. It's been a lot of effort in doing things for other people or being places that are beneficial for others, but you're really not taking care of yourself. So I feel like this cycle is going to be a little bit self-growth, self-work, bringing that balance back to you so that you're not feeling like you're being slighted in some way. All right, what does Taurus need to know about this cycle? What does Taurus need to know? The Fool, another major. Oh, the majors are coming out for these readings. The Fool. All right, so taking a leap of faith. Again, this is starting off on a solo journey, right? So we have the Hermit and then we have the Fool right next to each other. And there, you know, like she's got a loyal companion, but it is not another person, right? It's not another person. Like I feel like this for some reason to me this is coming off as a spirit guide. Like your companion should be your spirit animal. There should be a spirit animal. So maybe do like there's a lot of good spirit animal, like meet your spirit animal guided meditations. I would like kind of look that up. I feel like that might be important here. But I feel like it's your only companion should be yourself. So your higher self, your spirit guides, your soul self. Again, your soul journey, your soul growth here, right? This is definitely on a soul level because we all have, it's all majors. But again, the Fool starting a new journey, taking a leap of faith, trusting yourself more, because I feel like maybe putting all your eggs in that other basket has led you to a path where you don't trust yourself. Oh, okay. The Emperor, another major. Holy Taurus. Okay. The Emperor, I feel like the Emperor came out in your full moon reading, if I'm not mistaken. Emperor just jumped out there, you know, like taking a leap of faith. And what was I just saying? Like, this is definitely a soul journey. And like, maybe you've been putting your eggs in somebody else's basket a little bit too much. The Emperor is, you know, it's a leader. It's, somebody who leads with an iron fist, but rules with an iron fist, but also is not afraid to connect, at least to me. Like he's offering a gift here. Like there's an offering of a gift from, you know, somebody else. Again, I also want to point out these similarities in these two cards with the sun in the background. This is definitely a bright journey. This is something that is going to be obvious, and that there will be a light shown. There's like a path shown for you, but you have to open your eyes and see it. Is what I'm getting. Okay, is there anything else Taurus needs to know about this journey? Is there anything else Taurus needs to know? Six of Wands. Okay. Celebrating yourself. This is a victory. This is the victory card. This is knowing that you've done a good job. This is allowing yourself to feel like you've done well. Okay, a couple more cards. Six of Pentacles. There's that scale again, right? This is, and another six as well. This is definitely, again, see how the scales are tipped. They're being very generous, but being generous, I feel like, to the detriment of yourself. Again, with like what I was saying earlier about giving a little bit too much to others, and that doesn't leave you with very much. So here you are on this side of the scale with nothing, and you're going to end up with nothing left to give. You're just going to keep giving and giving and giving, and then it's just, you know, taking. I feel like the people around you are just kind of taking from you and not giving back, and you know, they're just allowing this to happen. But again, what you need to know, focus on you're doing a good job, and you don't have to be carrying this heavy burden in order to be satisfied with your life. You can be, again, like this is just you taking on other people's shit again, right? This is you carrying the load, putting everything into somebody else's until you're strained, right? Back pain, right? Like why else would they show her back being bare like this? I feel like it's trying to show me that there's literally a heavy burden to the point of pain in your body, okay? Wands to me are spiritual, so maybe spiritual pain. Like there's some kind of soul growth that needs to happen, and you're taking on all this stuff and it's kind of weighing you down. What else popped out? The Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles also came out. As for anything else that you need to know, again, you're not giving so much that you end up left out, that you end up devastated, or you know, that you don't have a place to live, you don't have any money. Like, don't let it get to this point where you're not provided for. Like, you've been providing for everyone else, and that's definitely something that you can be proud of. but not to the point where you're burdening yourself, right? And then you end up left out here. So I feel like the whole row here of, you know, what do you need to know about what's coming up for you is that you can do this. You have all the power that you need to be successful. But you need to watch out for giving too much to other people, that you're not providing for yourself, because you're trying to take care of other people. You're trying to take care of someone else. You're trying to make sure that everyone else around you, or maybe even I'm feeling being pulled to this hermit or this emperor card. I feel like maybe there is one specific person that this applies to in your life, and you're giving, right? You're giving so much to them, and it's going to become a burden to you. And if you're not careful, if you don't make sure that you watch that balance, okay, that balance, and take care of yourself and focus on you and where you're headed, right? If you're not careful and you allow yourself to be stripped like this, you allow yourself to just give freely to others to the point where you feel burdened, this could be where you end up. I feel like this is definitely a warning. But it's also, you know, as I just keep coming back to this victory here, you can do this. You have the power to be successful, right? But I really feel a strong warning here that if you're not careful, and it could be, I feel like that it could be this is what's coming up. This could be what's coming for, you know, in the coming to you in the near future. But I feel like it could already be happening, and maybe you just haven't realized it yet. That, you know, you're giving too much. You're giving yourself. You're giving your time. You know, and it's going to become a burden, or it already has become a burden, and you're starting to feel like, well, shit, where am I going to go now? Like, I don't have anywhere to go. I don't have any money. What is going on? Like, I've been so generous. I've been so generous. Why am I not getting that back? And I feel like it's because you're allowing somebody else to control your destiny. You are, I feel like, giving control away, to the point where you are not going to be able to take care of yourself. And it's just the overall energy. I keep coming back to that balance and bringing that balance into you, so that you can start a new journey with this bright sun here. And you know, this journey is for you, and not to allow others to take so much from you that you are left without. But like I said, the first four cards, the top row here, are all majors, and I feel like this is kind of a big thing in your life right now. This is not some day-to-day drama. This is a big shift in your life, a turning point. And it just, like, you have it within you to be successful. You have that victory. You can have that victory, as long as you don't allow this next sequence of events to occur here. And I don't know what order they're going to show up, but you know, you start giving too much, you start feeling burdened, and then bam, you're left out in the cold and you got no place to go. Don't let that happen. What can we do here? What can Taurus do to avoid this Five of Pentacles outcome? What can Taurus do to make this situation better? What can Taurus do to make this better? Okay. Oh, boy. King of Wands, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles. They've jumped out face up, so I'm taking them. Yes. So what can you do? I feel like there's a king and a queen in your life. I do feel like these are people. The Queen of Pentacles, somebody who's good with money, somebody who is very practical minded, good cook. Don't know why. I don't know why that comes up. Food, I guess. Earth energy, food. Taurus, kind of known for liking food. I just feel like there's somebody kind of in your life that is very practical minded, that has something to say to you or has some advice for you. And then possibly feminine. Okay, we have king and a queen. Could be, I don't feel like these are a matched couple because they are different suits. But, you know, somebody that's, you know, mature people in your life, possibly male and female, but I don't feel like it's a couple, separate, I feel like, or just unmatched. And then we have the King of Wands here. Again, like strong male figure, strong fire energy from the wand. Somebody who is kind of, you know, on top of it as far as, you know, they feel like they've got it all figured out, but definitely a strong energy, influence, fire energy, definitely somebody who gets fired up, somebody who's very passionate, somebody who's, but again, king, strong, fatherly, mature. We have the sun. Okay. So I what I feel like is that there is some advice, out there for you. If you listen to it, there are people out there. There are some people in your life, mature people in your life. Sorry, parents, grandparents, teachers, you know, somebody who's just kind of older than you, somebody who's kind of experienced life and been through some stuff. We have the sun card. So I feel like they have great advice for you. There is somebody out there that's trying to give you advice, that will definitely bring about the sun that I was talking about on these two cards. Okay. We definitely have the possibility for like the happiest, not happiest card, but like the brightest, fortunate card, good things, right? I don't even know how else to describe it. It's like the best card in the deck. Like this is the best outcome you can get, right? But I feel like there's two people, at least two people that are in your life that have good, solid, practical advice, and, you know, creative, possibly creativity comes up from this card as well. Creative and practical advice ahead for you. You know, if somebody's trying to impart some wisdom, I feel like that you should listen to what they have to say. If we follow the advice, what is the outcome? We already have the sun, so Ace of Swords. Okay, that's our potential outcome if you follow the advice of whoever these people are in your life that are trying to help you. They may come off as a little too strong of an energy, a little too passionate, a little too invested. That may also come up from that fire energy there. Then you have some solid practical. Okay, but yeah, again, they have some great solid advice for you that will bring out some great results. If you listen to the advice, follow the advice, this is a new start for you. Okay. This is a new path. This is, inspiration, ideas. This is definitely new for you. This is a starting over, an epiphany. Okay. That can be the result if you allow the advice to, you know, take effect in your life. But yes, definitely be careful of whoever this is that is kind of sucking you dry, that you're giving, you're investing, and you're carrying this burden for this person. You really, I feel strongly that this is a warning to protect yourself. Okay. Protection here too. Okay. But there's definitely some people with some advice that can help you, and you end up with this bright new path for you to journey on. All right, so I'm gonna cut it off here. This has been kind of long. Thank you so much for sticking around this far. I can't wait to see what your full moon reading looks like. I will see you in a couple of weeks when we do that. And as always, have a blessed day.